Hi everyone, I'm Darshkar. You all are welcome to my YouTube channel. Few weeks ago, we started the lesson on pronouns. In that lesson, we learned on subject pronouns and object pronouns. I believe by now my students know how to use subject pronouns and object pronouns, and you will be familiar to construct sentences using those two pronouns. Today also I am going to introduce another important pronouns, that is possessive pronouns. Under possessive pronouns we have to study noun pronouns, adjective pronouns as well as possessive pronouns. First of all, we have to look at what noun pronouns are. Noun pronouns I will briefly explain for you to understand. Whenever I ask from my students, what is your mother's name? What's your father's name? Students always use my mother name, my father name. They don't know the possessive form of that noun, mothers, fathers. So in this lesson, I believe my students will not make the same mistake hereafter. This is how we have to use noun as a possessive pronoun. For that, we have to go to the board. With singular nouns, we have to use apostrophe plus s. Apostrophe and s to the nouns, singular nouns. Friend, teacher. Those two nouns, we'll see how can we turn into possessive form. Friends, friends. Teacher, teachers. Teacher's room. Friends, place. If we use those two examples in a sentence, we'll see how can we construct a sentence. I stayed last night at friend's place. Friend's place. That place belongs to my friend. So here I have used noun as a possessive noun. That is in possessive position. Friend's place. In the same way, Mr. Silva's or Mr. Fernando's, whatever, the singular nouns, you have to use apostrophe s to show the possessive form. I am having a function at Mr. Silva's place. I am having a function at Mr. Silva's place. That place belongs to Mr. Silva. That is a possession. Mr. Silva is the owner. That indicates using this apostrophe s. As I talked right at the beginning, my mother's name, my father's name. When you want to describe or when you want to tell your father's name, mother's name, remember you have to use this apostrophe s. You have to pronounce this apostrophe s to express it correctly. My mother's name, my father's name, like that. Don't say my mother name, my father name. Stop it. As singular nouns, plural nouns also we can use in possessive form. But here we have to use only the apostrophe comma to show the possessive form, to show the ownership. We'll see how we can construct it, how we can do it. Possessive nouns, plural. I take the plural form of boy, boys. Boys hostel. Boys hostel in this apostrophe comma indicates the possessive form. The hostel belongs to the boys. The hostel belongs to the boys. That ownership or possessive form describes by this apostrophe comma. Ladies hostel. Ladies hostel. Here also this apostrophe comma shows the possessive form, that hostel belongs to ladies. Boys can't approach there. Teacher's room. Teacher's room. Here teachers is my plural form. With this comma, apostrophe comma, it shows the possessive form. Room. That room belongs to the teachers. That indicates the belongingness by this apostrophe comma. But with irregular nouns, we add both apostrophe and the s. By now, my students know what irregular nouns are if you have gone through my previous lessons. Here, I have taken a plural irregular noun and men. Men is my irregular form. How can I turn it into possessive form? Here I have used apostrophe plus s. Men's shoes. Men's shoes. Children's park. Children's playground. I believe without any difficulty that is clear to my students. So let us move to the next step that will describe how we can use possessive pronouns. Now we are moving to possessive pronoun. We'll see what possessive pronouns are. Possessive pronouns: mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs. These possessive pronouns can stand on their own. For example, that is my, that is mine. And also you can say, he is friend of mine. He is friend of mine. That is ours. Those are his. That means somebody may ask, whose these books? And also somebody can say, those are his books. You can use possessive pronouns for short answers. That is hers. This class is ours. This class is ours. That class is theirs. That class is theirs. This is how you have to handle, you have to write, you have to use possessive pronouns in sentences. If it is so, then let us move to the possessive adjective. With that lesson, we can wind up our class. We have come to the latter part of today's lesson. In this lesson, we are focusing on possessive adjective. First of all, I would like to introduce what is an adjective. An adjective describes or modifies a noun. Then we have to see whether these possessive adjectives do the same thing. And also we have to see what are the possessive adjectives are. Possessive adjectives: mine, your, his, her, its, our, there. With these possessive adjectives, we have to describe or modify a noun. We'll see what can we do. This is our classroom. This is our classroom. So we know by now our is an adjective. Which kind of adjective? Possessive adjective. The class is a noun. This nouns being described by possessive adjective. Our. Instead of our here, we can use my, his, her classroom, my classroom, your classroom, their classroom, whatever the possessive adjective you can use in front of a noun. So it is very easy. She is my mother. She is my mother. Mother is a noun. My is a possessive adjective that describes the state of mother. That is my mother, her mother. Like that. This is his pen. This is my pen. That is his pen. That is her bag. Her bag. Her is a possessive adjective. This is its cage. It's also a possessive adjective without any apostrophe comma here. That is how you have to write it as a possessive adjective. Its cage. That is their ball. So I believe throughout my lesson you would have learned lot of things regarding possessive pronouns. If that's so, it is your duty to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so yet. Thank you very much.